Hi, I'm Scott Levy, Chief Medical Officer at Doylestown Hospital. We're going to talk briefly about COVID today, but then some other news I want to share with the group as well. COVID is really, in large part, in our rearview mirror. And as everybody's aware, the number of cases over the last few months has precipitously dropped, and now we've seen a leveling off. And certainly, there's always going to be COVID around for the foreseeable future. People vaccinated have been well protected, have continued normal activity. Those folks who haven't been vaccinated, as we've talked about previously, still have some risk. There's another point that's important to note. Those folks who aren't vaccinated actually could cause a potential increase in the risk of COVID to those people who are vaccinated. Because the more that COVID still is able to linger, the more the likelihood of some mutation and the possibility of mutations developing that are more resistant to the vaccine. So it's really important to encourage folks to get vaccinated as the vaccine is approved for growing populations, including young children. Vaccination there is just as important, maybe even more so. Some other impacts. Doylestown Hospital has been really busy as other services have continued to grow. Blood transfusions is something that we do less and less, but it continues to be a need for emergency cases and some major surgery. Because of the pandemic, there's been a real reduction in the number of people who've been willing and able to donate. We have a donation opportunity this Friday at Doylestown Hospital. Information will follow. And we really encourage those folks who've done donations in the past to really consider participating on Friday. And if you've never donated before, this is certainly a great opportunity to do it for the first time. I've asked John Mitchell, our Vice President of Cardiac Services, to join me today to talk about some exciting news for one of the aspects of our cardiac program, our electrophysiology program. John?
Well, thanks, Scott. I appreciate the time you're giving me to talk about our electrophysiology program. It's one of the highlights of our cardiovascular program. And electrophysiology really is the treatment of electrical conditions of the heart. Everybody's very familiar with coronary artery disease, and that's technically the plumbing piece of the heart. Electrophysiology deals with conductive system, and in doing so, we provide procedures like pacemakers, internal cardiac defibrillators, loop recorders, all kinds of device implants, and more importantly, we provide ablation services. What I mean by ablations is the electrophysiologist will treat the heart where they actually ablate or disrupt electrical signals from within the heart to correct certain conditions like atrial fib, atrial flutter, SVT or ventricular tachycardia, and conditions like that. But the most exciting news that we have very recently is we have become an accredited electrophysiology program. We are one of only 22 sites in the United States. That's just one of 22, so that's not very many. And we are very excited to have that happen. So we had a surveyor here. They looked through our programs. It's based on the programs that you provide, the procedures you provide, your outcomes that you provide, and the quality outcomes that you have. So we're very, very proud to have that accreditation recently.
Doylestown continues to work very hard on providing really high-end tertiary care work, and is certainly a more affable and a collegial environment than some of the largest university systems. And this is certainly external validation of some of the capabilities that we've been able to build here in Doylestown.
Yeah, I would say that on average, right now at least, we're doing almost 600 ablations of all different types, a really robust program. So a lot of experienced electrophysiologists who are very, very busy. So this is a great program to have.
Thanks. Well, thank you everybody for your time, and more to come next week. Have a good week.